Leave me my top hat.
Oh no.
What?
He took a top hat.
I got cheese in. Small has cheese in his stomach. He's got 2 gauntlets that he stole from.
I love this logic. We're in
The
this
armor
really
that
creepy,
attacked him.
spooky, horrifying monstrosity of a house. Let's take this thing.
Yeah.
Does
It's all-
anyone else remember what happened last session?
Chaos.
I died.
Everything went bad really quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, some children asked us to go inside the house. We explored it a little bit, almost got killed by a broom.
Everything was doing alright. Everything was fine.
Until someone opened a closet.
Until Smoke said run and nobody ran.
This is why you don't go in the closet. The closet's a boring place where you might die.
And again, my
Small
character
wanted
would not run.
ghost.
Right, so we finished last session and we hadn't left the house yet.
Oh,
Technically.
did you not?
We're downstairs.
You were downstairs,
Yep.
still in the house.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Everybody buckle up.
oh no.
So, basically, while everyone's having a bit of a chat, they feel a cold breeze whipping around them. All of a sudden, they find themselves flying through the air and slamming into the ground outside the house. As you all turn around to look at the house, a small doll flies out of the door and whacks Small on the head, falling to the floor.
Ouch. Small takes the doll and throws it at the house.
Before the doll manages to reach the house, all of the windows and the doors begin to brick themselves up.
Smalls hides behind the only person left.
Oh no, that's me.
All that's left of the house is a brick wall. And Sariel and Small laying down in front of the house with a doll a couple of feet in front of them. A small noise emanates from behind them, and what they perceive to be a shadow of some sort of creature begins to look around the gate of the house opposite. So, I think it's time for someone to introduce themselves.
Is this for me?
Yeah, this is
I don't have my character.
Cute.
How about we let them introduce themselves while I try to figure out where I put the description of my character? Sorry.
That's fine. Sariel and Small look at each other and basically you can introduce yourselves.
We have to introduce ourselves.
Oh, do a description of what what you look like.
We didn't do it like last time.
I know, it's kind of did the thing.
Yeah.
It's fine, blame Faye.
Yeah, okay. Well, Sariel is a drow. And you know. Extremely awkward.
And you know.
She's average height for an elf, young. Nice
For an
silver white hair. Black skin, She's a little.
What are you wearing?
I'm wearing heavy. She's wearing chainmail armor. She looks a little Not like intimidating, but she's a little confused why there's a small dragonborn hiding behind her.
Small scared.
Where did it?
Claw?
Okay, my turn then, I guess.
Yes.
I'm a small red dragonborn wearing tattered apparel, and I've got 2 daggers and a rapier that seems a bit too big for me. And right now he's just cowering behind the drow. So yeah.
Oh, could everyone
Also, he has a top hat now.
could everybody roll a perception check, please? All 3 of you.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Do I just click
Perception's nice.
perception?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where's perception? I'm sorry, I haven't played in like a year.
Yeah, I hate that this one is alphabetical.
The player has a bad perception.
Okay, that's fine.
I see nothing.
Faye, do you want to introduce Ein?
Yes. She's a smaller human girl that looks about mid-20s. Her clothes are fairly tattered and torn. A cloak covering most of her figure. She's a mess, just a generalized mess. And she has a cloth over her right eye, so you can't actually see the right eye. It's covered by a eye patch, more or less, but just like cloth strapped over it. There's a scar that goes across that area of her eye. Her skin's bronze, deep brown eye, and a very short mess of black hair on the top of her head.
So, Sariel notices something strange about Ein, but she can't quite picture or put a finger on what it is. It's just something in the back of her mind.
Kill.
She does not have the urge to immediately kill.
I mean, I could make you roll for it, but
Well, no,
Ghost.
that's not her immediate reaction.
Alright, I'm gonna approach them slowly.
Small is
looking
trembling
him
with
over.
his rapier in both hands.
Cyril just kind of looks at the dragonborn a little confused.
Ghost, back!
I'm gonna put my morning star away and hold my hands out to show I don't mean any harm. I'm just smiling really wide. Just grinning. Happy to see people.
Soul just slowly goes forward and sniffs the air.
Cyril just kind of crosses her arms in drow fashion. It's a very unintimidating gesture. She just crosses her arms.
Does she smell anything? Like, literally anything? Like, has she got at least a smell? Just to know if it's not a ghost.
I don't even know how to respond to this.
I think that was
Perception.
more a question to Faye.
Yeah, it's the fake.
I know.
Roll perception check. I don't want to give away anything.
No, not like giving away anything, like just
I know.
any smell, like dirt or something.
Yes, she smells like she hasn't showered in a month. She smells like nothing. You can't smell anything right now.
Ghost!
No, she smells like she hasn't showered in a month. There you
Not
go.
ghost. Smells good. Okay. And he goes back to Sariel.
Oh boy.
Once I'm up to him, I'm gonna offer my hand to the dark elf, and I say, "Hi."
Cyril just kind of squints her eyes and nods at you. Says hello.
I'm gonna put my arm back and look kind of sad. So you guys were in the house.
Bad.
House,
Ghosts.
yes. House bad. Cyril is kind of realizing she's stuck with the child. Has no idea how to handle a child.
Says the pregnant woman.
Says the pregnant woman.
No, you're the mom. Good luck.
Cyril just looks at Hines and says, "Yes, we were in the house."
She's gonna kind of look at the building and look back and say, "I was supposed to be here sooner, but I got lost."
Smiles back towards the house, the wall, and takes the doll and throws it towards Ein.
I was gonna catch it.
Says, "Loot."
I was gonna catch it and look at it, really excited, and she's gonna, on her belt, she's got like this creepy little doll made out of hair, and she's gonna hook it onto the belt next to the doll.
Cyril just kind of makes a face. Goes back to like her normal blank expression.
Smalley's just holding his top hat.
So,
looking inside.
So I know there were others. Where did the others go?
Where's Birdie?
Sarah's like, we unfortunately lost one, and the other, she just kind of trails off.
Well, that's no fun.
Small said Rod.
I had a dream and I saw you go in and I tried to get here, but I got lost.
Why come here? No, come here. Bad here. Ghosts.
Then why were you here?
We didn't have a choice.
Apple.
We woke up in a prison cell, and it's like, hey, you can either do this or die.
Why are you in prison?
I'm black.
She's still smiling, by the way. She hasn't stopped smiling since you started talking to you. She's just really happy.
Cyril's just like, I'm black, so naturally.
Yeah, that's
she's
surreal.
Strahd.
I know, but that's the worst. I love it. It's the worst.
She's like, everyone assumes I'm the bad guy just because I'm a drow.
No.
Small has his hand up and says, "Apple."
You stole an apple?
Yes. Not stealing. Eating.
That's a perfectly acceptable reason to be put on death row.
Yeah. Bad mister. Really bad mister. What do now?
And Cyril looks at I and she's like, why are you smiling?
Because I haven't seen people in a while. It's been a while.
Cause she not going ghosts?
Uh-huh.
Normally I just talk to Molly and Rendari and Mabel and Marcus and Aslana and Susie's.
Okay. So, I feel like...
We finish? We done? We alive?
If the house is dangerous, we might want to get away from here.
Yeah.
House, no house. No door. No window. Nothing. House broken.
Hmm.
Cyril just kind of looks back at the bricked up area and just kind of starts slowly walking away.
Small is following her really closely.
So, Sario can hear something which sounds like, I don't know, some sort of cart across some cobblestones. She can't quite pinpoint where it's coming from, but she can hear that it's coming from west, northwestish of where they are.
She kind of stops and
Yeah.
looks a little confused and faces that direction.
Ghost cart?
She just kind of mentions that she hears something.
Hide. And
Ein's
Small
going,
hides.
Ein's going to plot her Morningstar and approach the direction that Cyril is pointed towards.
No go. Bad place.
It's okay, I got this.
Not everything is dangerous. Just
Room
mostly
dangerous.
everything. Cyril decides to.
Jesse died.
No, I'm here.
I said that Ein's approaching the thing with her the sound of the Morningstar.
Yep, carry on.
Cyril kind of rotates her shield arm and kind of starts walking in that direction.
So you
Also-
basically,
Also, she's going to go ahead and cast Detect Evil on Good.
yeah, you don't really get a read off of anything.
Okay. That's comforting.
That's comforting.
I mean,
Is
it'll
it
stay up for 10 minutes, so.
Small is looking left and right and then realizes that he's now all alone and goes after Sariel.
You can hear the sound getting louder and louder as you walk in that direction, but you can't really pinpoint what or who it's coming from.
Can she roll to investigate?
Percept?
You carry on walking a bit further forwards, and then you come to sort of like you can either turn left or right.
Ein's gonna kind of look between both directions, and she's gonna be like, so if we go right a bit, there's some stuff that we can shop at. There's a place we might be able to sleep for now. But you gotta be careful because there's this place, and I don't know why, but it makes me that way. But it made me really, really nervous. I didn't like it.
I'm assuming
People?
you did not come from the other direction.
No.
People, normal people, no ghost.
Do we?
More people make me more. There are people, and there's people that way.
People
we
doesn't
gotta be
always
careful.
mean good.
People like you.
Mm,
people don't like me.
No, people like her.
These
Look like
people-
her.
Oh,
I don't know. I didn't stay to see him. I haven't seen people in a while.
well.
Smoke says, look.
Okay, I'm gonna just start walking right.
Yeah, I was about to just go for it.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for that house that made me uncomfortable.
As you turn right, you come onto a longer road with rows of houses lining it. The noise is getting louder and louder, and you notice there's a small hunched figure bundled in rags pushing a rickety wooden cart through the road, and behind you see a larger figure.
A larger figure that has to introduce themselves.
Not yet.
Okay.
Cyril is just kind of cautiously heading towards them, but not like she's approaching them. Like going that direction.
So you begin to see the hunched creature knocking on one of the doors of the houses, and as she knocks on it, the people that are leaning out of the doors seem like they need what she has really, really urgently. And it looks like some sort of argument begins to ensue between them because she's basically trying to snatch a crying child from the hands of what you can only assume to be their parents.
Well,
Witch.
She-
Bad
she's-
witch.
She's stealing the child.
Witch, bad witch.
I'm not even gonna ask any questions. I'm just going to march over in that direction, holding my morning star, wielding it, ready to attack.
Are you going to attack the old hag?
Yes.
Is that your plan?
Yes.
Okay.
Important question. Has it been less than 10 minutes since I cast Detect Evil and Good? And does it come off as detect, or does it set off my spell at all? If it does.
Let me reread the spell.
Gotta check the manual real quick.
Yeah.
It happens. So I'll know if it's a aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead.
Well, that last one sounds about right. Actually, no.
You can tell that it's a fiend.
Okay.
Oh.
Witch.
But it can't seem to pick up whether it's that of good or evil.
Okay. Good to know. I'm going to continue wielding my weapon and in preparation to attack.
Cyril kind of follows behind the strange human.
No, let witch take me.
She kind of loudly asks, "Is there a problem here?" Like a little assertive.
Yeah, before that, you can hear the larger figure ask, what is the meaning of this? With their weapon drawn.
So the hunched figure seems to be an old woman she's obviously very elderly, and she's holding onto this child, trying to stuff him into a sack. As you come up to her, she's kind of ignoring you for the most part, and then she turns around
Can I?
and kind of looks at you all with your weapons drawn and just says, "The child is mine."
Yeah, I don't think so.
How is it yours?
Can I just try to shove her to the ground?
I'm gonna finish what she's saying first.
Okay, fine.
Okay. The child is payment for my wares.
What wares?
Okay,
So-
that's I'm conflicted now.
So the woman pulls out what seem to be some sort of pastries, and she looks towards people in the house, and they're trying to grab at the pastries from her, but she's withholding both them and the child for the time being, while she finishes her conversation with you.
Huh.
Give me a second here.
Why child for food?
They don't have money for food, so the payment is child.
It's not your child.
It's not their pastries till they pay their child.
What will you
He's
do with the
pastry's
child?
child.
What are you going to do with the child?
That's none of your business.
You really don't want to keep that a secret from us.
He's
How much
pastry
for the-
child.
How much for the pastries?
1 gold piece per pastry.
And there are how many?
They're trying to buy 10 pastries.
While they're talking, Ian's going to swing her Morning Star at the woman, the fiend.
I'm only going to ask you this once during this game.
Okay.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Probably not. Probably not,
I
but
can try to grab the child.
Okay.
If she swings,
Give me
trying to
one
make
second.
make it not fall. Don't get
Okay.
hurt.
First of all, can you... I want a dexterity check from Max, if that's what you're going to do. Or from Fari. And
Straight
then...
dex check.
Yep. And
That's not gonna be good.
yeah. You kind of grab hold of the child, but he slips out of your hands, and she pushes him further into the bag. Faye, can you if you're going to attack, then
just
can you
give
do
me a
an
second.
attack roll, please?
Why is it? Hold on, my Morning Star isn't set up properly. I don't know why. I'm gonna just grab the thing for it again. Okay, that was weird. I don't know why it was like that.
Yeah, whatever.
That was weird. Okay.
It misses,
Really? Oh boy.
and it swings into the side of the house, just missing the head of one of the occupants.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I want to take out 10 gold, just straight up.
So you're going to pay the hag.
I mean, I want to hold them out for now, yeah.
Okay. She takes the money from you,
Okay.
gives you the 10 pastries, and gives the child back to the parents.
Alright. Let me just get that. Okay, 10 gold.
And
Good.
she walks further down the road and knocks on the next house.
Yeah. I'm just gonna give the hand in the pastries and just, I guess, walk behind her because I don't have a very good feeling about this.
So, as you give the occupants the pastries, they scoff them almost like ravenous animals,
Yeah, figures.
and then they like look further down the road in her direction, kind of as if they need more. But
Yeah,
they see the rest of you standing outside the house and slam the door in your faces.
Okay then.
Out of character,
Yes.
are those pastries basically drugs for them?
I mean, if that's what you have gathered from
I mean, that's what I
the
think. Yeah.
descriptions, then
As
you
Max.
can make that assumption if you would like to.
Did we really save the child in this scenario?
No, definitely not.
I'm gonna glare
People
after
weird.
the fiend down the street. I'm going to shove 2 pieces of gold underneath the door on the house.
Okay. Can I just
I'm
ask,
no longer smiling, by the way.
before we carry on, can I just ask, are any of you intending to attack her again?
No.
I am considering it.
Okay.
Really considering
I'm
it.
very suspicious of this lady.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, because I saw the human like swing. Basically, you did swing.
I did swing. I missed, but I definitely swing.
Oh wait.
Okay. So,
Well, I want to ask if you want to fight. Sorry.
I don't want to let her go.
Me
No,
either.
do this. Witch. Bad witch. Witch kill people.
When she attacked, did the lady like evade or something, or did
Yeah,
it
did
just?
she react at all to my attack?
she just watched you with contempt.
Mm.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, if that's how it is, then I guess we can't really do anything about that, which I hate, but
I don't like it.
I don't like it. This place is very suspicious. I'm getting creepy house vibes.
I'm gonna throw a javelin at her. Wait, how far away is she? How far away is she before I make that choice? Just thought about that.
She's 50 feet.
How far?
When you hold.
Wait, how far?
50 feet.
50 feet. What's the roll on javelins? Before I make a choice?
She's knocking on all the doors, and as she's knocking on them, she's swapping pastries for money. You can't see that she's grabbed another child at this point.
Javelin. Range 30, disadvantage 120.
Small is using one of his daggers to slide it under the door and get the gold pieces.
Jesus Christ.
Do I see this?
I don't want anyone to see it.
Can you do a sleight of hand check then,
Come
please?
on.
He doesn't
Wait,
have
what
to
are
roll
you
very
not-
high to beat my passive.
I clicked. Why?
Yeah.
Okay.
You rolled twice.
Yeah, because
the-
I
it's
clicked
the-
once and it didn't move.
The first one.
It's the first one that counts, though.
Yeah.
So, Ein sees you.
That's a pretty low score to beat right there too.
Yeah.
Ein's gonna stomp on his hand. Or on the dagger, I guess, technically. And
Yeah,
say,
because it's
"Yep."
just bad giving money to people. People are gonna give money and kid.
I don't care.
People
No.
dumb.
No.
Sarah kind of makes like a tisk tisk sound at Small. Can't steal from the poor. They
Not
might give their
stealing.
they might give their kid away again, but they might not.
We
They
can't let her
prob-
go.
There's
If you're not let
also
go, you
So-
die.
By the time you've all finished having this discussion and stopped Shmuel from taking the money, you look around and she's disappeared.
By the way, as a player, I know we absolutely should not attack her.
yeah, it feels
Considering
like
I rolled
it.
a 17 and missed.
Are you sure?
So she just glared at you and didn't even flinch, so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if she's not
Yes.
around,
Yeah.
She's disappeared.
Well, I mean, out of sight, out of mind.
I mean, you're all a little bit confused because she was going very slowly and she was very old, but
Yeah. Um,
She's gone.
it just adds to the feeling that you're all getting about this place. It's making you basically have goosebumps all the way across your body because it just doesn't feel right.
Regardless of our feelings about it, we have to go that way where she was going anyway. I mean, if you want, there's a tavern over there.
We could go to the tavern. Get this little
Civilization.
piece, some food.
No pastries.
yes.
Yeah, no
Preferably no
pastries.
pastries for the child.
Also, no
Um,
pastries at all, just no.
I don't think you have, but have you introduced Efari?
No, I have
Nope.
not.
No,
Also
I'm
haven't
just
introduced our names
saying.
either.
Are you really just gonna follow some random person that you've just?
No,
No, not
have
follow him.
information.
Go same direction.
I mean, I have information and I told you where the tavern is. I'm going there anyway. Will you follow me to civilization?
I can agree there is a tavern that way.
Why don't we walk and talk?
Sure.
You know.
Small just
Okay,
goes
and
next to
we-
Sariel and just holds like some part of her pants or something. Like a kid.
That's so
Sariel's
cute.
just kind of accepted that she now has a child.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Anyway, before we continue with the RP, well, I'm gonna tell you what I look like, I guess. So, my character is a 6'7" or 2-meter tall burly dragonborn. And now that you look at it, their scales kind of have a silvery shine, but it's kind of dull. Regardless, they're wearing chainmail and wielding a warhammer and shield. That's about it.
Nice.
Big dragonborn person.
I guess what I've missed on my character description as well is she's also wearing a chainmail. She's wearing chainmail under her cloak.
So the only squishy one is the child.
Yeah, pretty much.
Small strong. And Small flexes these tiny muscles.
Ein's gonna offer him a hold on. I lied. Ein's not gonna offer him anything right now.
Yeah,
thought I
I'm
had
just
something
going
that I don't
to. I'm just gonna say, yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Very strong.
Very, very strong.
And she's going to flex her muscles, but she's not actually gonna flex her muscles. She's just gonna make it look like she's flexing them so that he feels better.
You know strong.
No, you're
So-
much stronger than I am.
As the group of you begin to reach what seems to be the end of this road and the start of a crossroads, to your left you see a building, and on a sign outside it says Bill Drafts Mercantile, and to your right you see another building with a sign that says Blood of the Vine Tavern.
That's a very cheerful name for a tavern.
It really is. It goes with the ambience, though, doesn't it?
A little bit.
Yeah. What was the there was Blood of the Vine Tavern, what was the other one called?
Bill Drafts Mercantile. And like just before you reach them, there's a few. It looks like some curtains and windows are twitching, and there's some creaking noises coming from behind houses. But this whole place makes you all feel a bit strange.
Mm.
Village not good.
I hate it
I'm
so much.
smiling again.
Sarah kind of looks at Eins and she says, "Didn't you say there was a place that made you really uncomfortable?"
DM question. That was the house that we walked by, or was that somewhere else? Okay. There was if we go past there and then we go left, it's somewhere over there. I don't remember exactly where though. Like I said, I got lost.
Okay.
Village weird. People crazy, sell kids.
Don't worry, we won't sell the kid.
Yeah. We will. No.
Are we sure?
Anyway.
Me no kid, me strong.
Anyway, I wanna head to the tavern, see how bad it is.
We could do that.
Hmm.
Let's.
I haven't eaten in a while.
Small just tucks on Sawyer's pants and just tells her to come to his level.
Oh. Hold on.
She crouches down.
How close?
he goes near her ear and he says, "We trust people. Me no people."
She says, "Normally we wouldn't trust strangers, but
No, strangers bad.
I'm gonna say they're not strangers anymore."
She creepy doll.
She's a creepy. It's okay. It's okay.
She
I just
creepy
smiled
doll.
and waved
She
at
took
him.
ghost doll. She
Yeah.
got ghost doll and creepy doll.
Don't worry. If she steps out of line, I'll take care of it. You need to eat. I need to eat. We all need to eat. No
Okay,
pastries,
for-
though.
Okay, for food. No pastries.
No pastries.
No sell kids for pastries.
No sell good for pastries.
Can I just have a little bit of reference here? How tall are the two characters?
So, about like 5'8", 5'9"
What is that?
Tall is small ward house.
He's a bit less than 2 foot tall.
Oh,
tall.
God.
He's really small.
Oh.
Like his rapier is nearly as tall as him, or even as tall as him. I think.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wait, I need to check.
2 feet is
No, his
61
rapier is,
centimeters.
Yeah, his rapier is apparently 50 centimeters minimum, so it's a bit smaller than him. But it looks really too tall, like it's cartoonish.
Oh.
Anyway, I guess that was meant to be like secretive, so I'll just be walking.
Wait, I've got all the sources that says that it's 104 centimeters. He's got a small rapier, but it's too big for him. Okay, let's say that.
Oh boy.
I feel like we should say that it's like custom sized for the character that is holding it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm going to do as well is just before we go inside the tavern, we're going to have a break.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Matt down here.
Yeah, I
Um,
did it again.
Can you guys, before we go back as well, can you all do perception checks? And history.
Oh God.
History.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Oh
Great.
no.
It's starting off great. Oh, wow.
Oh no!
We are doing great.
Oh no!
Yay!
Oh no!
Small smart.
I mean,
Wow.
he's young. He
I
shouldn't
thought-
have that much for history.
Can we talk about the fact that the two people with a -1 on their intelligence both got the highest scores on history?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
But now
Roll
it's
20
perception.
history.
You have a good wisdom, right? Right?
Hmm.
Mm.
Mm.
You said something of the sort.
And I have like the highest modifier to wisdom. Oh, that's awkward.
Current highest modifier, anyway.
Yes.
How
Also,
did
I
you
would like to
roll?
point out, Jesse, when I was writing down the notes from the stuff you sent me in DMs, I was writing them out on paper, and I spelled uncomfortable. Comfortable.
A character to bear.
Uncomfortable.
A bear to bear. What is a convertible?
Okay.
It's like a
Has every-
convertible, but more
Has
southern.
everyone got like drinks or anything they needed to get?
No.
It's
Go
okay.
do, and we'll come back in about 5 minutes.
Punch.
Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Max, can you do an extra perception check, please?
Extra perception check. Where are
Yeah.
you? Perception. Like I said, it's going great. This session's going great.
I'm so happy we're not on
Everything
count.
is fine.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
That answers that question then.
Yep. You know, I
Right.
should have just rolled it to you, and then nobody knows the answer.
Yeah, I mean, you can if you want.
Oh, too late now.
It's a little late.
Right. Okay. So,
I am still recording.
are you entering the tavern?
Which one?
Blood of the
Yes.
Vine Tavern.
Yes,
Who's going first?
probably me.
Okay. And also, the second perception check that you did does not count.
Yeah, no, I was just curious.
know.
I was just curious what would,
He
come out.
whispered the roll, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yep,
What do you roll? What do you roll?
19 plus 1.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Of
So-
course, when it's not gonna count, then who gives a shit?
I'll follow him in.
Okay. So, you all enter the tavern, and there are 3 people sitting together near the entrance. There's a guy near the bar, and there's what appears to be a barkeep, and he's repeatedly cleaning glasses, putting them down, and then he starts doing it again.
Like the same
Very
glasses over and over.
Very clean, very clean. Let's
Hmm.
just leave it at that. Let's just leave it at that. They're gonna be very clean.
Let's just ignore the suspicious behavior.
Yeah.
He bonkers.
Did you say that? Do you say that out loud?
Not too loud.
Okay, can you roll a stealth check, please?
Okay.
Come on. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Now
No one
you
other than
Wow.
the intended person you wanted to hear heard that.
Okay.
He's gonna laugh.
Great.
Um,
So the bartender is up at the counter.
Yeah.
Okay.
are there are there any more tables that are not being used by anyone?
There's a couple of empty tables with some glasses on them, and there's also some space at the bar.
Okay. I don't like this. Okay.
Just a group of people going in, clatter, 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 clatter.
Yeah. Just
3
moving
people in
towards the
chainmail.
bar. Just moving
Oh,
up
this
to
is
the
great.
barkeep. Just moving up. And yeah, I don't want to ask him anything, but I guess I should. Me, the player, I'm just really unnerved.
Ian's gonna go up to the barkeep and she's gonna ask if they have any milk.
1 glass of wine costs 1 copper piece. A pitcher of wine costs 1 silver piece. That is what we have.
No milk?
Great.
1 glass of wine costs 1 copper piece. A pitcher of wine costs 1 silver piece. That is what we have. And he just looks at you as if you're stupid.
So there's glass of wine. What was the other one? This is my short-term memory now.
Pitcher.
Pitcher.
Pitcher of wine, 1 silver.
Okay. I guess I'll take some wine. The pitcher.
No,
So
okay.
he fills up a pitcher of wine, puts it down in front of you.
Hold on. I need the conversion page for the gold because I don't remember what it is.
And as you're going to pay for the wine, a hand reaches out in front of you with a silver piece and to the barkeep.
Oh, interesting.
And the guy just to the left of you, who you saw at the bar, is now standing up, and he turns to you and says, "I'll pay for that. Would you like to join?"
As a player and as a character, I would have lost for words.
Creeped out. Completely creeped out.
Ian's gonna be. She's gonna kind of look at him weird. Can I roll insight to try and get a read on him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would have been the smart thing to do.
Okay.
So Efari doesn't really notice anything. He seems like he just wants to buy yours and mine. And that's the same sort of feeling that Ian gets, although she also gets a feeling that there's something else that he wants.
No sell, kids.
Don't say.
No sell,
Yeah.
kid.
She's gonna take the picture and she's Max. What's your character's name again?
I mean, I didn't say it, but Efari.
Okay, sorry.
Ethari.
Thank you. She's gonna offer the picture over to Thari and kind of look at the strange man. Thank you, I guess.
So would you like to join me? There's plenty of space here.
Knowing I could sit for a little bit.
Where the first son? So
Oh no.
So as you sit down around him,
yeah, that's Do we have any glasses?
Glasses seem to
No.
magically appear in front of you as you think about that.
That's cool.
That's creepy.
I mean, you weren't paying that much attention, so it could have just been that the barkeep had already put them there, and you just noticed them.
Sure.
Rest
is,
of magic in a magic
Is
store.
everyone at the bar or at the table?
I think we're at
At the table now.
Phase at the bar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm at the bar with the weird, creepy dude,
Oh, I thought we all moved
Okay.
with him, I guess.
and I
He's
gave
sitting at the bar.
Athari the pitcher of wine that the strange
see.
dude bought for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I brought it to the table, yeah. So, Vox, your character is with me, right?
Yes.
And I
Me
just...
too.
Yeah, I get that.
So,
And
so
I
is
just-
Ein the only one at the bar?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm on an impromptu date. My character doesn't even know it.
So the guy he seems quite cheerful, and he reaches out his hand to you and says, "Hi, my name's Ismark."
Is-
It's Mark.
uh, she's gonna take his hand and say, "Hi, I'm Ian."
He shakes her hand very strongly, and moves back a bit into his seat, and says, "You're not from around here, are you?"
I'm from everywhere. I travel a lot.
What about the other three?
I just met them. They're my friends now.
Well, it seems you make friends quickly.
Yeah, I like to think so.
That
Molly
could
always
benefit
tells me
me.
I'm a little reckless, but
Can I ask a quick question real quick?
Yeah.
So if Wardov is a small dragonborn, how old is he in comparison?
Oh yeah, would I like get a read on Small's age?
She's asking Athari that, like, how old is he in your years?
Jesse? Would I be able? I mean,
no.
or rather,
No, you don't. That's what I was making you roll for earlier.
Really young.
Gosh
oh
dang
my
it!
God.
like I have no idea,
This is the
honestly, and
worst.
I'm not. Just keep the wine away from the child. Just don't.
Small is
I want
trying to put the wine in his glass.
Can you do a sleight of hand check, please?
Like, no, he's not discreet because he's halfway on the table because he's small. He's not discreet. He's just taking the pitcher and
Okay.
starts pouring wine.
This is
Okay.
pure. Especially knowing what I know.
Oh boy, come on. Cyril's like, trying to like push it away. Like, no, child can't have wine.
Need drink.
And I want to grab the
Sorry,
Thirsty.
Sariel and Athari, I want strength checks, and can I have a strength saving throw from Small?
Oh boy.
Oh, they succeed in pulling the pitcher and glass away from Schmoll, so much so that half of it splashes all over the table.
You know, I'm fine with that. It wasn't our money anyway.
Can I do a
And
puppy eye check?
A puppy eye.
Well, you can do a performance.
Oh
my
no.
God.
They don't fall for your fake tears, even though you look somewhat disgruntled.
Thirsty.
Have some water. Here.
While
Give
this
me
is
water.
all going
Yeah,
on,
let's go back to the
Ismark has seen this all happen, and he kind of clicks his fingers towards the barkeep, and then brings over a glass of wine for Small.
Why? Small takes it and starts drinking.
Sarah's like, he's a child.
He's old enough to drink.
I
And then-
really don't think so. Maybe, I don't know. God.
I love this.
Oh, Sarah's
And
like,
for clarification, Ismark just looks at Small and does double check and ask how old he is.
Sarah's like,
Small starts looking at his fingers and doesn't move them. He just looks at them and he's like, eh?
Ismark pushes the wine back to Small and kind of gestures for Ein to come back over.
Yeah.
He seems to want to talk to the group.
Yeah, I joins up.
Okay. So he orders some more wine for the table,
Great.
tipping the barkeep as he does so.
Ayn doesn't drink any of it. She kind of pushes the cup away.
And then he's like, "So, I've heard you're all strangers around here."
Well, not a
No
difficult
stranger. Village strange. Me no strange.
Well, you're not from around here. You can tell that with one look.
Yeah.
So I have a proposition for you all.
Let's hear it.
Money?
Anything you so desire that I can attain for you.
Wow.
Hmm.
you know,
Will you help me?
Well, let's hear it and then we'll tell you.
I would prefer if you agree to help me first.
I mean, the last time some of us made an agreement, it didn't really work out that well.
Okay. Well, and he looks around as if he's worried someone's going to overhear what he's saying, looks back towards the three at the front door, who seem to move in front of the front door,
Well,
and he sits down at the table and starts talking in a very low tone. I need some help protecting my adopted sister. I need someone to help me escort her to Valaki.
to the what?
Valaki.
While he's talking, I'm going to use Divine Sense on him. Basically, it lets me know if he's a celestial fiend or undead. Or anyone within 60 feet, I suppose, that isn't hidden.
Well, he's not.
Okay.
Any of those things.
No cell kids.
Oh yeah,
So-
can,
So
So how about that? Will you help me escort her to Valaki?
can I just insight
How old-
him to see if he's, I don't know.
Yeah,
Tell
I
me
want
the
to know
truth.
if he wants to sell her.
Jesus Christ.
Do you want to ask him that?
I said no cell kids.
I think they want an insight check.
I know,
Yeah,
but
so-
I want like if
motive.
you want to know whether he's gonna sell her, I'm not gonna let you know that on an insight check.
No, Smolly's saying no cell kids.
And he's just looking at you like, don't know what you're talking about.
he's a little scarred, okay?
Yeah. Just answer, will you sell her or not so he comes down?
Why would I sell her? Do you
Yeah,
think
exactly.
I'm stupid?
See?
I want her out of the way.
Out of the
How
way.
old is she?
He won't disclose her age, but she's not a child by any means.
Cool.
Small tucks on tucks on Sariel's clothes and says, "We want out too. Small want out."
Cyril's just like, shh, shh, shh. So you want help escorting her somewhere? To
Yes.
safety?
Relative
Yeah.
safety, I guess.
Yes. So,
Of course, the safety.
yeah, okay.
She's my sister.
I'm like, we all want to be safe and get people to where they need to be safely.
I need her out of the way of him. And he like looks around him as he enunciates that.
Would Ein kind of pick up on what he means by
Yeah.
that? Okay.
Would I? I mean, I
yeah.
guess no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Him? Which him?
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
It's not safe to talk about it anymore. But
I don't know
That's
if my
all.
companions will, but
I
I
mean,
will
I would
definitely
like
take
to
her.
help. Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, and what about? I guess did we notice that they moved in front of the entrance?
Just no.
Okay.
No. Your perception checks before we went in the
I see. I see.
And
Okay.
by the time he's finished talking, they sat back down again.
Okay. That's weird. Okay. All right. Well,
We're not very perceptive.
not at all. Anyway, me and the human, because I don't know your names.
My name is Ein.
FI. We want to help. What about you two?
Cyril just shrugs and says, I'll help.
And
Small?
the little one? I think it might have. I think Wardov might be.
We're not muted.
Oh, Wardov is muted right now, so.
Yeah, Small is just holding some of Sariel's clothes. Like, not
I'm-
letting go.
I'm
One
assuming
hand
he'll
just
help.
one
Okay.
hand drinking the wine and the other one holding her. He's just
Yeah.
sipping on it, you know.
I'm assuming he's gonna help.
Okay, then we're in. And I want to say that hashed.
So you might want to pop into the mercantile before we head down towards my father's house. In case there's anything you need.
I don't have any money to spend, so
Me either, really.
I mean, I have some. I'd like to check it out.
Okay.
Need to go back and get gold.
No,
we're not stealing the gold from those people.
they already
Smoke
spent
takes-
it.
Smoke
There is-
takes a small pouch and just shows it at Sariel, and inside she can see 10 gold coins. And he's like, shh, like one finger on his mouth.
Cyril's so she's just trying not to laugh about how absurd this was. And she's like, we'll go. We'll just go. Quick out of character question.
Yeah.
Do we have the gold from our backgrounds?
Yes.
Or okay. So,
Unless you've talked to me otherwise to discuss other means of
Money gathering.
yeah.
I just have the gold from my background.
Actually, no, he wouldn't. Okay. They wouldn't. Okay.
Okay.
Wanna
So-
head to the mercantile?
Yeah. Okay. So are you're all leaving the tavern?
Yes.
I mean, I definitely am.
Okay. Is everyone going with you, or is it just?
I'll go.
I'll
Just-
go with them.
Me too.
Just to look around. Window shop.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I'm
just
not
do
alone
that.
at a possible death trap. Sorry.
Okay.
just-
So
sorry.
No, carry on.
That Sarah's gonna kind of keep a really close eye on Small.
Can I just have Small do a stealth check before we go in?
Come on, please.
Oh no.
Oh, it's not really good.
Okay.
It's
Um,
above all our perceptions, though. Probably.
He's not trying
That's
to
about-
be stealthy right now, but okay.
She just wants to make sure he doesn't try and steal anything
Again.
again.
Oh, okay. So you all leave the
Yeah, it's
tavern,
above my.
and across the road from the tavern is a building with long, heavy curtains falling down the sides of the windows, and a sign over the door that's kind of dislodged, so it's kind of hanging diagonally, that says Bill Drafts Mercantile. And you head inside, and you can see what appears to be the owner at the front counter.
Just. What?
Is there
can I
anything
see...
shiny?
Oh,
Yeah, I was about to ask. What's around? Can we see anywhere's around? Or
Is there anything in particular you want, or
no? I just a cursory look.
okay? So there's all sorts of things like around on shelves. So basically, I'm going to go through the list,
Okay.
and then I'm not going to go through it twice. By the way.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
there's an abacus. There's things like arrows, crossbow bolts, different types of crystals and staffs. That you can see the backpacks. I think Small can see some ball bearings and some caltrops. There's all sorts of different like small things that you can things like staffs and wands and hammers and chests and stuff like that. They have cloves as well. Small also spots a couple of amulets,
Oh.
and there's some empty pitchers just sitting on top of the table.
Alright. Yes.
If I haven't said anything, there are other things, but the list is very, very long.
Yeah, that's fine. So Ain's clothes are really ragged, right? That's
Yeah.
basically almost falling like apart. Yeah.
so
Yes.
this is like non-magical stuff, right?
I just remembered something else. Small took like a shiny golden or valuable looking candlestick from the house.
Oh
He
god.
did do that.
He did.
Oh boy.
Anyway, your clothes are falling apart. Yeah. Basically. If yes, then I'd like to buy you some. So you
I mean-
don't look like a mess.
I mean, they did say they were wearing armor as well.
Fair enough. Okay, well, I don't know what I want to buy.
While they're browsing, I want to take a closer look at that doll and see if there's anything weird about it. The one that Small gave her.
Okay. Can you do a perception check and an Arcana check?
Oh boy,
But you're good at those, aren't you?
these are not at disadvantage, right?
No, they're not.
Oh no!
Mine doesn't
Nice.
notice anything weird about the doll at all.
Okay.
Um,
Alright, she's gonna put it back on her belt and say, "Alright, your name is Follig."
What?
I heard a bad word.
I definitely.
I think I heard wrong. Small goes towards the counter, and like the guy just sees basically the top hat, and there is a candlestick that lands on the counter, and Small says, "How much?"
so he hadn't noticed it at the time because it looked very shiny at the time, but now he's getting a second look on it. It's rather tarnished, and it's got some scratches on it. And
Oh,
Builder just looks at him like, "What are you trying to sell me?" And he says, "You can have 1 silver piece for it."
he holds his hands
Oh.
You want
just
the
to get
silver
the
piece?
silver.
You want, okay.
Yeah.
He gives you the silver piece and kind of picks the candlestick up and throws it behind him.
Oh.
And then Small goes back to Sariel and shows the silver piece.
She just pats him on the head. She says, "Good job."
And then he puts
God.
it back in his pouch and just
God.
starts like walking around in the shop. And at some point he's gonna go towards the amulets.
Oh,
Can,
Like basically he's being not discreet at all up to the point where he's gonna go to the amulets.
okay. Are you gonna try and steal it?
He's gonna try to check if he's gonna look at it first. Like, does it really look valuable?
You can do an investigation check if you want,
Oh boy.
but
Oh god, there was something I wanted to buy.
okay. So he looks at it and he's like, "This is really shiny and sparkly. It's definitely worth some money."
Oh. Baron told you need to grow for a sec. What?
How much money he can't quite put his finger on,
Mhm.
but definitely some money.
Small looks like is the guy looking at him.
There's a one second. There's a healer's kit.
How much?
50 gold pieces.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, yeah.
Can
Yeah,
I
no,
just
okay.
point out, I have the book open on that page,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah,
550
same.
in the book.
I know.
Oh my god.
I have specific instructions on the pricing from the book I have open.
Wow.
Okay.
So what you're saying is this man is a con artist. I respect it.
Supply and demand. Have you seen another mercantile?
This is true.
I mean, yeah, he's got the monopoly.
Okay. Do you want to roll a sleight of hand check, Small?
While he's talking to the guy, yes.
Okay.
Come on, roll 20.
Ooh.
Okay.
Wow.
Small picks up the amulet and stuffs it into his pocket, and no one's the wiser.
Congrats. Honestly, congrats.
Good job.
And then he just like goes back to Sariel and just act cute.
boy. See, in normal like parent-child things, that would be extremely suspicious. But she's not there on the parental level yet, so she's just, oh, okay.
He's behaving.
He's behaving. He's being good. Terrible parenting.
Are there any like blankets or anything like that in the store?
Yes.
How much would they cost?
50 silver pieces.
Ah, yes, I see. I'm going to move on with my life.
Okay, yeah.
I am a very broke person.
So you don't have a whatchamacallit, a bedroom?
Yes?
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
I thought you
I
meant
need to
which.
check
He was
my
asking.
house.
He was making
Okay.
sure I had one. Yeah.
I was confused.
yeah. I mean, if everything costs, that much, I'm not gonna bother. Honestly.
Yeah. No kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah. If you stop talking to him, I'm not going to do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, we were asking a couple of things, right? So I'd say that there was enough time.
yeah.
IMO.
Wait, one more question before we leave. Is there like any like basic common clothes, scrap clothes, basic
Yeah.
clothes?
It's common
How much
clothes.
is it?
50
what I was
silver
asking.
pieces.
Okay, so I'm not buying anything here.
That's what I was asking you earlier.
After that, I'm just going to kind of glare at the owner and then leave.
They'll just kind of ushers the small one out.
I mean,
Was there
Did I
anything you
hear
wanted
you?
to do before you were ushered out?
did I hear you asking for those clothes then? Yeah,
Probably. I wasn't
Yeah.
particularly quiet about it.
and it was 50 silver. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Ugh. Ugh.
One other question, more out of curiosity than an in-player question.
Yeah.
How much would a tent have cost?
20 gold pieces.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I love the markup.
They would.
Communism's
They
great.
would. They would. Yeah, sure. Let's buy it. I hate myself. The player.
Shmuel, is there anything you want to do while Far is buying the clothes?
Flying by the clothes. I don't know. Is there something that looks valuable?
Oh boy.
There you go.
There's lots of sparkly things around. There's
So
different
that's fine.
vials of things and staffs and wands.
Yeah, no, this is too big. Like, can I try to get one of the vials?
Yeah. Can I have a sleight of hand check?
Come on, come on.
Jesus.
You just about managed to shove it into your pocket before he looks around, and he's still looking at you a bit suspiciously, but he can't quite put his finger on why.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And then I just go out. Following Sariel. Or being pushed by Sariel, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll just straight up give you the clothes. Just
Okay.
it's not in my it's not in my inventory. It's in yours.
Oh, are you giving me?
Yeah.
Okay. More common clothes. Yeah. You just shove them in their pack. Carefully.
Also, yes, that's correct. It's 50 for 5.
I already took them. I mean, yeah. Indeed. Well, that was exciting.
Okay, so you're all leaving the shop.
Yeah.
So you all leave the shop, and Ismark's waiting outside for you, and he directs you to turn left. And as you start walking past the houses, Ein's face kind of creases in, and she looks very uncomfortable. And then you start hearing a moaning sob float through the air, and it makes you all feel very sad. And you can tell that it's coming from this dark 2-story townhouse. And it's boarded up and on the outside.
Can I ask what's his face? Esmark, was it? No,
Yeah.
that wasn't him. Was it?
Yeah, that was him.
About it?
He looks at you and he just says, "We don't go near there."
Why is crying?
Why does anyone cry?
Why is sad?
Why is anyone sad? Now let's go.
Yeah, I'll just follow. Yeah,
Yeah.
solemnly.
So
I want to cast Divine Sense one more time and see if there's any, what are they called? Celestial fiends or undead with inside the house.
hold on a sec. Just checking.
My notes underneath my note for the name of the store we just shopped in. I wrote con artist 0 out of 10 would not recommend.
Yeah.
10
But
out of
there are-
10, Small would come back.
There are none of them things inside the house.
To move on.
What did you feel? I didn't hear.
No, there is nothing.
Okay.
Nothing
Yeah, I
of
mean, I was
suspicion.
already walking. Very sad that I was walking.
Okay, so
Small goes towards the Dragonborn and tucks on his clothes and says, "What's name you?"
A fairy. Yours?
Me Small.
What do you mean?
And then he just goes towards Ein and says, "What name you?"
My name's Ein.
And then he goes towards Sariel and he stops for a second and turns his head to the side and realizes that she never told him her name.
Oh,
And he asks her to go to his level like last time and ask, "What name you?"
She crashes. She crashes and she says, "Ariel."
Me Small. And then he just holds her clothes and just goes on.
this is so cute.
okay.
It had to be done. Now everyone knows everyone's name.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to
that's
keep
good.
an eye on that house as we pass it.
So as you carry on walking down the road and you pass the House of Sadness, you begin to reach the end of the road, and a weary-looking mansion squats behind a rusting iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Weeds choke the grounds and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet against the walls, the growth has been tramped down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw markings have stripped the once beautiful finish of the walls. Great black marks tell of the fires of assailed the mansion. Not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in any window. All the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of the evil omen. And that's where we're going to stop.
Evil omens.
Oh wow.
That's it for today, guys.
I hate it. Oh god, I hate it.
No one knows that Small is richer now.
Yeah, nobody.
No one knows.
Good god.
Oh, great.
Oh god.